Stuff has been pretty dank on the Hololive construction server. Here in Star City, we've been paving stuff, laying on that stone and covering up grass. We're planning on getting some more buildings set up too. There's gonna be a convenience store right here. A PvP tournament is underway. I'm not participating, but I am sponsoring it. I watched a mass suicide occur for the sake of modern art. I worked on a bunch of things underwater. I added this entire wall for the dock. And I also worked in this tunnel right next to it. It's a nice long tunnel that connects to the global rail network, which exits back up to this marvelous looking train station. I also got myself a new roommate. This guy wasn't too friendly at first, but after his crossbow broke, he became a good friend. His name is Josuke. I think he's more of a Bert, though. On the side, I've also done a lot of mundane resource or kill-related tasks to unlock every single custom item. As for my casino, it's been making me a lot of money. So much money that I could tile my entire apartment floor in diamond blocks. But you know what? I've gotten lazy. This wealth, this feeling of accomplishment, it stopped me from doing anything big. In the first 3 weeks of my playtime, I raised the entire city skyline up with 2 buildings. And now like 3 weeks later, I've done jack shit aside from project assistance. So in the very near future, I will be taking up the wonderful little responsibility of setting up the city's subterranean infrastructure, also known as the sewer system. Hey T-Man, you've worked in urban settings before. Why don't you just make another building? Maybe throw in a bunch of giant robots or some anti-aircraft guns. Well, there is a deterrent. You see, in the previous episode, I showed that someone made a declaration of war on the casino, on behalf of the town known as PekoMiko Land. Now, in the end, it was wrong to assume the declaration was genuine, but there was good reason to believe they would launch an assault on Star City. And to explain that, for the remainder of the episode, we are going to leave Star City and explore the chaotic industrial town of PekoMiko. This place is PekoMiko Land, typically dubbed by the locals as PekoMiko, a town built in the image of the 2 Hololive VTubers, Usada Pekora as well as Sakura Miko, a comedy duo who have their own track records of Minecraft shenanigans. Look at this town. Lots of cozy buildings tied together with weapons of mass destruction. This here is a Pekodam, a Pekora Gundam, as well as a Miko Zaku? I think that's what it's called. Which really is just a Miko Zaku. Both are giant robots inspired from the Gundam anime franchise. The town builds are all primarily traditional in style, with aesthetics going from orthodox to cartoony moe blobs. Walking around, you will see that while the houses aren't big, they pack a lot of farms. All these different farms, most of which are publicly available. And what do we have here? A giant cube of TNT. Very dangerous. And what's that next to it? The town's very own Death Star. I think there's a Wither in there too, maybe from time to time. And take a look over the water. Look at these big ships. Custom battleships with giant robots. Isn't this so well themed? And I gotta save the biggest weapon for last. Why would I take a declaration of war seriously from this town? Well, it's because they have a big-ass Imperial Star Destroyer. This thing was only made possible through the use of concrete generators. I wouldn't be surprised if they imported from Star City. The entire build spans out several chunks and is bigger than every single town on the map. Now, is it functional? Probably not. The entire inside is dark and hollow. But this thing can fly, and I'm sure all it has to do is fart in the general direction of anything to lay waste. So yeah, that's why I'm not installing weapons on the tops of every building in Star City. Anyways, I'm looking to show off more towns in the future. Maybe I'll do another if I keep stalling on projects. That wraps it up for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.